Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy Esther here and I suffer from chronic migraines. So about 10 months ago, I got the Daith piercing. Can you even see it? Got the Daith piercing to hopefully help my migraines. And I wanted to give you guys an update on how that's going. I did an update, I think about a month after I got it. Just kind of shared with you my experience. I will link that video down below if you want to know my experience. I am not someone who gets piercings. It was my first piercing that wasn't just like the normal piercing in the earlobe, which that piercing I got when I was like 12. So it's been a while since I got piercing. So if you want to hear about my experience, it was a little more intense than I expected. So that video is linked in the description. But today I wanted to update you on 10 months later. Is it working? How am I feeling? What's going on with my Daith piercing, and do I recommend it for you guys? So first of all, just kind of my story. I've had migraines since I was in high school. I've had them for about 10 years now. Sometimes they're worse, sometimes they're better. During certain times of my life, if I'm more stressed, they get worse, those types of things. I actually just posted a video a couple days ago about how I treat my migraines naturally. So I will link that down below so you can go watch that video as well. But I have tried a lot of things for my migraines and I do not do well with medications. Pain medications don't do well in my body. If there's a side effect, I will get it and I'll feel worse. So for me, taking pain medication just makes me feel worse. So I've just tried all these different things to try to help my migraines. And finally, one day, 10 months ago, it was almost out of the blue. It was like a week before we thought about doing it. And then I was like, you know what, let's just do it. So we found a place here close by that does piercings and they were so great and helpful. They were really good. They know what they're doing. And I thought, you know what, we're just gonna try this. So the first month after, I would say, I was so hopeful that I feel like I was kind of having the placebo effect where I was just like, oh, I didn't get a migraine today, so that must be working, right? Like anytime I didn't have a migraine, I was like, oh, it's working. And then if I did get one, I'd be like, oh, well, it's not as bad as it usually is, right? And I kind of like convinced myself that it was working, if that makes sense, because I wanted it to so badly. And the truth is, I am getting a migraine right now. I swear every time I film these videos, there's lights on me. Oh, I can feel it coming up in my shoulders, up to my head. I can feel it coming on, which is why that's why I thought that the Daith piercing would work for me, because I get them through my neck and they come up to my head. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna go right past this spot, up to my head. It's gonna totally help. But I would say here I am 10 months later and it's not really working, to be honest. It hasn't really done anything. I want to say that it worked. I really want to say that it worked. But unfortunately, like I said, I'm getting one right now. I still get them multiple times a week. I have tried other things to help control them. Some of the things I talk about in that last video. And those things have helped. The Daith piercing honestly has not helped that much. Now, I love it. I think it's super cute. So I'm not like upset that I got it. I think if I hadn't have got it, I would have just always thought, well, what if, is this gonna work? I would just have thought what if for every single day about the Daith piercing, but I didn't, because I got it. And so I'm really happy I got it. I'm really happy I tried it, but it definitely is not working for me. I wouldn't even say that it's decreased my migraines at all. It hasn't decreased the pain, it hasn't decreased the frequency, and I've tried it, like I said, for 10 months, and I feel like by this point, it should have helped me. And in fact, I still feel a little bit of pain from it if it gets twisted or anything. If I were to twist it. It gets twisted sometimes at night, but I still feel even a little pain from the healing process. Like, it is still healing, you guys. It is still healing. The what are they called? The guy who pierced my ear said that it would take about up to a year to totally heal, and I think he's right, because it is still healing. I'm still cleaning it out. I've kept it really healthy and clean, and it's been healthy. Like, I haven't had any infections or anything with the piercing, and so it's just such a bummer that it's not working for me, and I'm really sad that it's not. And I really wish I could make this video saying my migraines are so much better and I found this amazing miracle thing that is made me feel so much better, but unfortunately it has not. I think I'm going to keep it in. I'm not going to take it out. There's still a part of me that's like hopeful that maybe like, oh, we have to get past the year mark and then it works, right? Which I'm sure it doesn't, but I think it's cute. So I'm not going to get rid of it. And I feel like it could help in the future. I'm still hopeful, you guys. I'm still hopeful. But so far, 10 months in, it has not really helped. So would I recommend it to you? Yes and no. It didn't work for me. I've heard of a lot of people who it didn't work, but I've heard of a lot of people who it did. So I know you're watching this hoping that I'll say like, oh, it worked, and giving you motivation and excitement to go get it done and have it work. But it may or may not work for you. And I've heard people that it's life-changing, that they get it done and they have such a relief from their migraines and they're so happy, which is why I never want to say, no, I don't recommend you get it, because I just think it's something that you could try. It's natural. There's really such a low risk with it. You can get an infection, but like I said, I have cleaned it totally fine, had no problems. In fact, I feel like I haven't even done that much to it to keep it clean and keep it not getting infected, and it's been perfectly healthy. So there's really not a lot of negative side effects of getting it done. So I would say try it, and I'm really curious if any of you guys have tried it and if it's helped you. Let me know in the comments below, or if you've tried it and it hasn't helped you. I am seriously so bummed. I wanted to make this video so bad telling you that it worked, and I'm really sad that I'm making this telling you that it's not really working for me, but there's still hope for you. So I know this video is probably not very helpful, and maybe it steered you away from getting the Daith piercing, but I would say I'd still recommend giving it a try if it's something that you want to do. If you're suffering from severe migraines, I mean, really, there's not a lot of negative side effects from it. But that's my story, you guys, and that's the truth. And I like to be real here on my channel and tell you the real truth, even though I really wanted to tell you it worked, but that's not what we're doing today. So anyways, you guys, if this video was helpful for you, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more about my life with chronic illness and chronic migraines and all the chronic pain stuff that you can think of, how to do life while living with chronic illness, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and you can turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any of the videos that I create each and every week. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I really hope that this worked for someone and that you guys can have hope that it will work for you. So please leave us comments below so that me and anyone else watching this can see that there is hope, that maybe this worked for someone out there. We'd love to hear your stories about those of you who have tried the Daith piercing. If you are trying it, let me know. I'm so curious to see, your journey and how it goes for you. So let me know in the comments below if you're trying it, if you have tried it, and I will see you guys on my next video.